All right, guys, we'll have Pharoh Cooper available for, we don't have him too long, only about 5 or 6 minutes. So as soon as we get his mic, Pharoh, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, perfect. Guys, we'll open up the questions you guys have for Pharoh.
Hey, Pharoh, Elena Getzenberg. Just want to see how are you doing health-wise? Saw you practiced in full today, but just how you doing?
I'm feeling good. A little banged up at the, professional football game, but I mean, I'll be fine going forward. I'll be ready Sunday.
Pharoh, you talked a little bit. It's Josh Klein from the Riot Report. You talked a little bit, I think, before the season about getting back to that 2017 All-Pro form. You said you thought you knew you could do it. Did you feel like you were back to it week one with the way that you were returning kicks and punts?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I felt like we did a great job, being that we had no preseason games as a special teams unit. Just fitting up our blocks. The guys did a great job of fitting up their blocks, make some holes for me to run through. So trying to keep doing progress right there. But like I said, I mentioned I want to get back to that type of player I was, and I definitely felt that energy that game on this past Sunday with the returns that we had.
Hey, Ferris, Skylar Callan with Sports Illustrated. I know it probably wasn't the welcoming back to the Carolinas that you wanted, not having the fans there, but just kind of what some of your emotions were on game day.
Really, kind of just go out there and create your own energy. It was kind of different without having any of the fans there. Like if we made a big play, there was no like cheering. It was just kind of like sideline noise from the players on the team, yelling and stuff. So it's usually the crowd going crazy and whatnot, or a defensive stop and the crowd going crazy. But it was different. I mean, going to the game, we already knew that there was going to be no noise or anything. So I was kind of already prepared for that. But it's definitely, you can definitely tell a difference being with no fans in the stadium.
Hey, Pharoh, Jonathan Alexander. I hope you're doing well. I know it'll be a little different this year given the restrictions with COVID and players not being able to go out on road trips. I guess, what do you think that'll be like this year? And what is something typically that players like to do, on road trips? Or what's the typical?
You cut out there at the end, but I think you asked like what we usually do on road trips, and I mean, I guess it's just a more opportunity for us to go into the hotel and team bond and focus more on the game plan. I mean, we're gonna be stuck in the hotel and not being able to leave, so I guess just give us another opportunity or a chance or more time just to go over the game plan or walk through or whatever we may do while we're in the hotel. And but usually, if COVID wasn't out right now, probably just go out to dinner. Like once you land, find a nice restaurant, probably go out to dinner with usually go with the receiver group or just a couple guys, just to get out, try new restaurants in different states and cities, just, to test things out. So that's kind of usually what I usually do on a away game.
Hey, Pharoh, it's Miles Simmons. What stands out to you about the Bucs kickoff game and their punt game?
As of right now, just been playing one game just that I watched on film. They did all touchbacks. So I know the kicker has a strong leg, and he's has the ability to kick it out the end zone every time. So I didn't really get a good look of them running down and actually covering the kickoff, being that they had all touchbacks. And then their punt team, I saw they played the Saints. I know the Saints got a good returner back there. So I saw him make had a nice couple punt returns for 10, 15 yards. So I mean, they got big bodies out there. They're trying to go down there like every team trying to go out there and get the returner down. So I'm still looking at more film from last year and just looking at the personnel. But they're getting to the ball though.
Pharoh, as somebody that obviously ran this position at a high level a couple of years ago, what's your kind of mental approach to a job where you want to make a big play, but there's so much more to it, like field position and just kind of being smart? And also with the kickoffs now, it's, there are limited opportunities to make those big plays.
Yeah, first and foremost, my job back there, obviously be smart, but just get the ball back to the offense. That's kind of my mentality the whole time, catch the ball, and hold on to the ball and get the ball back to the offense. Let's start a fresh drive, new drive, or obviously go out there and try and score. But, as you know, every play is not going to be a home run, big plays. Some plays going to be 5, some punt returns or kick returns going to be 5 yards, 10 yards. They start opening up, and then boom, you get the long run or the long return. So, you just got to play it smart. You got to know where you're at on the field and what can you do right here, what can you not do right here, and, just make a good play. And pretty much just, protect the ball with all the traffic coming down.
All right, guys, we have time for one more question before we let Pharoh go.
Hey, Pharoh, Teddy was just on here, and we asked him about Robbie and mistaking Surper for a bear, and he laughed, and he said Robbie's kind of in his own little world sometimes. What's been your take, the last month or so as you've gotten to know Robbie a little better?
He said Robbie be in his own world?
Yeah, he said he'd be tripping sometimes.
Yeah. Robbie a little different, but that's what make Robbie. He kind of quiet, but like when he says something, it's Robbie just Robbie. Honestly, it's hard to really describe him. I mean, he quiet, but he still talk to the fellas and the guys, but he just kind of be in his own world. But he's a cool cat. I seen the video where he was talking about the bear and stuff. So I had people sending it to my phone. Was like, what's up with Robbie? But Robbie cool though. That's Robbie, just Robbie, to be honest. I mean, that's how you kind of really explain him to somebody. Somebody asks, how's Robbie? You say, Robbie's Robbie.
All right, Pharoh, we appreciate you taking.
Can I do one quick follow-up for Pharoh?
Yeah, real quick. We got to get him out.
When you join a new team, is it possible to not kind of be in contact with the mascot and see the mascot at all? You joined the team at the same time as Robbie Anderson. Do you know who Surper is?
Nah, I didn't know who he was until I seen the video either. I had no idea.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks for taking the time.
Yep.